It's gonna be an active session. That's why feel free to ask some questions. But after the presentation is over, because you may break the duration and the stability of my presentation. I don't have any PPTs for today. It's gonna be kind of practice, real-time practice. That's why I will show you just everything first of all, and then you can ask some questions. Maybe you know or you don't know. Just I'm not going to teach you about all the all the writing questions in IELTS Task 2 or this kind of things, because we have a lot of videos through the YouTube or other video platforms that can teach all the types in particular approach. That's why I'm not going to do that. I'm going to something out of the box today. And today I'm gonna help you to have to be a self-didact or self-taught people, self-taught person. That's why I think if you are in this streamline, then it's gonna be significantly helpful for you to have some lessons on your own without any teacher and without any instructors. So that's why please be attentive, be active while we are talking about some kind of things. And I think that's enough for the introduction, right? And let's begin. Let's start right away about our today's main topic. So today I'm going to show you some strategies to work on writing and to improve your writing, to enhance your writing skills with the help of yourself, not other people, not other real people, but AI. So, you know, the artificial intelligence has sparked the conscientious debate nowadays around the globe, because we can use AI with so many sophisticated topics and so many sophisticated jobs and purposes. Then some people even are afraid of losing their job because of AI, and that is kind of real in our society, because back to the history, we can remember that we have some information that in industrial process, so many people felt the same feeling, and also they lost some things. They lost their jobs and they lost their income to feed their family, and they dive into the poverty. But other people that could adapt to that new era with industrial techniques and mechanics, and to work with these machines, they collaborated with machines and they earned even much more money. And that's why in our era, that's kind of similar situation. And now AI showed up, and so many people are now worried about their job, their profession, their future profession, especially some graduates. And today I'm going to reveal the secret that AI is not going to replace our job, but is going to compensate, but is going to add some crucial and wonderful features to our job. And the only thing that we should learn how to use it effectively and profoundly. Okay, so let's start, and let me share my screen. So today we will learn how to practice and writing with the help of AI by Google. It's Gemini Pro 2.5, the newest version, the smartest one, and I would prefer over ChatGPT. And the most significant thing is it's completely free. You can use just over 1 million tokens in one session. That is more than enough. Okay, you can use it as much as possible. And when you want to change your topic, when you want to start a new chat session, and you cannot go until the over 1 million token. That's why it's gonna be free, and also the most useful, most detailed type of AI nowadays. So, is my screen visible to you? I'm sharing the Google Chrome screen. Please let me know in the comments. Okay, then let me turn off my camera. Just focus on this screen. If you are using your smartphones in portrait mode, please let's turn to landscape mode so that all text can be visible, can be wider, because you should be able to read the things that I'm showing. So, you know, with camera off, it's kind of convenient, right, to talk. So maybe that's privacy bias. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna make it short as possible. So first thing you should do is to open that website. So remember, AI studio.google.com. So that is the first way to enter the free version of Gemini 2.5 Pro, and then make sure that you chose the appropriate settings. Look at here, run settings, and here we have the modes. We have 4 modes nowadays: Gemini 2.5, Gemini 2.0, and Gemma and other. So the latest one is Gemini 2.5 Pro, and here it's written Pro, new. So choose that one and don't change other settings. Just use this. And so let's talk about our strategy to work with AI independently without any other real person, human instructor. So the first one, you should choose the topic for yourself to write about. So for example, here I chose task to question, so advantages and disadvantages essay. In many countries, more and more people are choosing to live alone. What are the advantages and disadvantages of this trend? So, first of all, while you are preparing for exam, the main purpose is to have as much input as possible, right? To learn some new vocabulary, specific vocabularies, and to practice writing some complex grammar structures, and writing paragraphs appropriately with topic, sentence, explanation, and example. So that means that, first of all, you should have some things in the back. So you should collect some, how to say, just useful and effective weapons before going to war, as metaphorically speaking. So that means you should instruct AI, first of all, giving the right input, toolkit, with the right elements, materials, so that you can learn, first of all, before writing a paragraph or writing an essay. So now look at here, guys. The step 1, as usual, writing an essay begins with the writing an introduction. So the introduction, what should you do? Here it is instructing you to paraphrase the trend and outline the essay. So this is advantages and disadvantages to essay. That's why let's think about the paraphrasing. Let's think about the background statement here. So here you should just paraphrase it, as you know, as I mentioned about, I'm not going to talk about how to organize your paragraphs. I'm going to talk about how to use AI with these rules. That's why I'm going to be brief about the structure, okay? So paraphrase the trend and then outline the essay. So how could you paraphrase? Here you can have band 9 plus. So that means that you can have a 10 on IELTS writing. Just I'm joking right now. There's toolkit for your introduction. So first of all, here you have some phrases, some collocations to paraphrase. More and more people are choosing to live alone because the main topic is the people are choosing to live alone. So then you can have a list, for example, the rising prevalence of solo living, the growing trend of single person household. As you see here, living alone, instead of living alone, here we have solo living, or we have single person household, or we have solitary lifestyle, and then solo habitation, and this kind of things. And more people are choosing. That means the rising prevalence, because they're preferring that, and the growing trend, the increasing number of individuals, and demographic shift towards. That sounds more academically. And now the next one is to incorporate, to paraphrase in many countries. How can we give the meaning of in many countries? So you can say, has become a notable feature of many contemporary societies, is a widespread phenomenon observed across the globe and numerous nations with both developed and developing. So as you read in some materials and some reference books, maybe you watched some YouTube videos that you should paraphrase all the notions in the introduction. Yes, that's right, but you don't have to paraphrase every single word in the same order. If you want to get uh, higher than 7, higher than 8. So that's why you should, all the things that you should do is to keep the meaning, to keep the exact meaning with specific other academic vocabulary and the complex grammar structure. In this case, you can surprise the examiner while they are checking your essay. So the next one is structure your outline sentence, stating the essay's purpose. That after paraphrasing the trend, then you should have outline. You should have some kind of contents, let's say, through your essay, that the examiner or the reader should know by reading this outline that what your essay is going to speak about in the later future. So here we have some options. This essay will explore both the primary advantages and the significant disadvantages associated with this societal shift. That's type of more abstract one, because it doesn't include any key words to outline the main ideas of your body paragraphs. But anyway, that is acceptable. An analysis of the key merits and demerits of this trend is necessary to understand its full implications. The next one is the following paragraphs will examine the benefits such as increased personal freedom, as well as the drawbacks, including potential social isolation. So look at here, this is kind of more precise type of outlining sentence, because here you can find the main ideas of your future body paragraphs. So the first one is what are the benefits? That increased personal freedom. So what about the advantages? What about the drawbacks? That potential social isolation. So first of all, I want to make sure that somebody is watching us. Please make some noise. Just if you are here, if you are not, if I'm not talking nonsense. So you can write just one full stop in the comment, so that I can feel that I'm interacting with you. Thank you, Madina. So at least one person is alive here, right? Asladin is typing. Very good, very good. Okay, so let's move on then. to the next part. So your turn to write. That means that only reading input is going to feel like kind of you are generating the new vocabulary in your mind and you're learning the new words, new input, collocations. But in reality, that doesn't work, because only receiving the information is not about developing your productive skills. In order to develop your productive skills, you should produce something. Okay, so thinking about the good essay is not writing an essay, or learning, reading only the best examples of essay, bent 9 samples of essay is not writing an essay, or just learning all the vocabulary and all the ideas and talking about the ideas which you are going to write in your essay is not writing an essay. So in order to, so many people, so many students have asked me so far that only that one question: how can I improve my writing skills? So the answer is easy. So you can improve, you can enhance your writing skills by only writing. Anyway, maybe you are having the bunch of mistakes. It doesn't matter. The only thing matters is you are writing or not. So you should write something. You should practice so that you can know your weaknesses and your strengths. Now let's come back here. Your turn to write. That means you should open the new page for yourself in your laptop or in your smartphone anyway, just for typing, because as you know, there's now you can now take in paper-based IELTS exams, and all of them are CD and it computer delivered type. That's why now you should learn how to type properly and fast in the exam condition. That's why you should open the word processor. Anyway, you can have Microsoft Word, the most popular one in any type of laptops because of Windows. And then if you are using a Mac OS, you can have Pages. Anyway, any kind of text editor can be acceptable. Any type of only the notes also can be acceptable, and you can find the application notes in every smartphone. So then next thing, just learn the things, and I want you to write your notebooks, because you should have the physical notebook, because we have some correlation between learning new things effectively with writing with our hands, in handwriting with ink pen on the scratch paper. So that means first of all, just maybe you can copy, or maybe you can choose some chunks that you're going to use in your essay. So the favorite ones, maybe the ones you like, through this list, and then write down on your notebook. And after that, try to remember them in your short memory, because just by looking at this all ready-made material is not going to help you to remember all the time, because it's kind of short of memory. That's you are going to forget all these things. And first of all, try to learn by heart all these things. Don't hurry, okay? Don't be in a rush. Feel free. Just you can spend the whole day maybe, first of all, and then you can foster this process later. And then after learning, after writing the things, and then you should try to write, as I did here. So that is my, first of all, I wrote my question so that I could see while I was writing. And then this is my introduction. So the question of who should be your, sorry, I should talk about advantage, disadvantage here. The demographic shift towards independent and solo living has become a widespread phenomenon observed around the globe. The following paragraphs will examine the benefits such as personal freedom and a fast-paced individual development, as well as drawbacks, including potential financial, here I have spelling mistake, financial depression and social, this is also typo, and social isolation. So I kind of modified the inputs, modified the chunks from the toolkit, and I used them in my version. So as you see here, first of all, then you should write and you should copy and you should paste here, because AI is ready to review your draft and it's ready to begin. So then you should copy, just copy, and here in a chat box you can paste and you can send. So I'm not going to do that because I did that. And looky here, this is my version of introduction. So what happens after that? After that, you can have some heartfelt comments from the AI. Just, you know, that the language the AI is using is kind of motivational one, because not so many instructors can motivate their students as AI is doing right now. Because let's read, guys. This is a very strong and comprehensive introduction. You see, this is comment about myself. So you can have the more self-esteem in that case. Then you have successfully paraphrased the topic using high-level vocabulary and provided a clear, detailed outline of your essay structure. This immediately signals to the examiner that you have a well-planned essay. So it is all about only introduction. So let's do our polishing process to make it flawless. Let's polish a little bit. That means I'm going to show your mistakes and we are going to correct them. But anyway, just look at the language. Let's do our polishing process to make it flawless. So your original introduction here, and let's analysis. Analysis starts with strengths. And that is kind of very noticeable part, that with strengths, first of all, just he is not criticizing you. He is just giving the outline of your strengths, first of all, because after criticism, you may feel demotivated, right? So in order to prevent you from just feeling like that, first of all, you should read your strengths. So excellent paraphrasing, the demographic shift towards independent and solo living and widespread phenomenon are perfect. And clear structure, the 3-sentence structure works well here because the third sentence provides a detailed roadmap. And what about your good vocabulary, merits and demerits, personal freedom, drawbacks, and isolation? And let's fix it together. So because you have some mistakes, you can have some mistakes. So that's why your turn. First of all, let's problem 1, redundancy and word choices. Sentence 2. The analysis of merits and demerits of this trend is of significant importance. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's a bit passive and doesn't add much new information after your outline in sentence 3. The best strategy is to merge the idea of analyzing merits and demerits with your specific examples. So, as you can see here, we have two topics. So demographic to independence following has become a widespread phenomenon, and the following paragraphs will examine the benefits such as personal freedom and fast-paced individual work. But in the first draft here, I wrote the analysis of merits and demerits of this trend is of significant importance. That is my first draft. And then the following paragraphs will examine the benefits such as personal freedom and fast-paced individual development, as well as drawbacks including depression and isolation from the community. So what's wrong here? The thing is about the merits and demerits. I wrote a sentence about the merits and demerits, And then I am also talking about the benefits and drawbacks with specific terms. So in this case, just this sentence is kind of additional here, extra here. We don't need it. So the thing we should do is to omit it or to merge it with the third sentence. So the next problem is fast-paced individual development. Look here, we have the check. I had the checking a spelling mistake. The development, instead of development, I wrote development. While you are typing, especially for CD IELTS, it's important to check your spelling, because while you are typing, you can have some typo mistakes. It's not the deliberate mistakes. Even you don't feel while you are typing. But after writing your essay, it is important to check your spelling once more. And here we have, as well as drawbacks, including depression and isolation from the community. The phrase drawbacks including is correct, but we can make it more parallel to the first part, because we wrote kind of benefits such as. And here drawbacks including. So we should find some parallel version. And then look at the word community. Here we have one extra N after you, so we should clear it. And then your task, what is your task? You should combine sentence 2 and 3 as one sentence. Start with a phrase like, this essay will analyze, or an analysis of this trend reveals, something like that. The second one, incorporate your specific examples, personal freedom, development, depression, and isolation into this new single sentence, and correct the spelling mistakes. Here, AI is giving a task to proofread once more and also to correct your mistakes. And after that, you should correct the mistakes as he says. And then you should copy and paste the next version, the corrected version anyway. So look at my version here. Since the analysis of merits and demerits of this trend is of significant importance, the following paragraphs will examine the benefits such as personal freedom and fast-paced individual development, as well as drawbacks including depression and isolation from the community. So here I didn't omit the merits and demerits again. So let's see what happens. So let's fix it together. Remove the importance clause. Take out. It's getting serious. Take out. Since the analysis of merits and demerits of this trend is of significant importance. Start your second sentence directly, because I saw that he saw that. I saw that you cannot do it, you couldn't do it. So just start your second sentence directly. Begin with a phrase like, this essay will examine and the thing. And correct the 2 spelling mistakes, development and community, because I deliberately didn't correct so that I could check this feature and whether it noticed or not. So in a way, he didn't skip any type of my mistakes. Here even the template he gave, because I failed to correct my mistakes first deliberately, and then he gave a template. That means he is kind of analyzing my strengths, that I wasn't able to correct all of my mistakes. That's why I think I needed some kind of stronger push. That's why we have the template here by AI. And then, as associated with this information in Toolkit, the task is to correct your mistakes again and to send it to AI once more. So look here, the demographic shift towards independent and solo living has become a widespread phenomenon observed around the globe. The following paragraphs will examine the benefits such as personal freedom and fast-paced individual development, as well as drawbacks including depression and isolation from the community. Now look at the comment. Yes, that is absolutely perfect. You have now crafted a model introduction for this essay type. It's concise, direct, sophisticated, and perfectly sets up the rest of your essay. Let's do a final review of this outstanding introduction. So anyway, let's again, and why this introduction is a band 9 here. All the features of your introduction, of my introduction, are outlined here, and that is it. That is the ending part of writing an introduction. You see, just it. I spent an hour for that moment, but anyway, as a learner, it's type of useful for you. Just you can learn it, and then the next step, what? Yes, to write the first body paragraph. And structure, the stages are the same as we did with introduction. So first of all, you have some toolkit, band 9 toolkit. It includes the example for topic, sentence, idea, and also nouns and concepts, verbs and actions you can use, and also grammatical structures. So first of all, learning this is crucial. Writing on your notebook with your hands, with your pen, ink pens, and then try to learn by heart. Try to generate the sentence in your mind before typing on your computer, and then your turn to write. So you write your own paragraph, and you copy and paste it here to AI, and it analyzes and finds some mistakes you made and suggestions how to correct them, and you correct again and paste and copy and paste again, and after that you can have some other analysis. Maybe you might leave some mistakes without correction. If you corrected all the things that here the AI outlines that, mentions that you have the perfect body paragraph 1. And then the next one is ready for the second body paragraph. And it's about disadvantages. And the same thing is going to happen again. And the last, let's skip this part. And the last one is writing a conclusion. So before writing a conclusion, it gives also the suggestion that what should you do. And here, after writing, briefly summarizing, and ending with a final balanced thought, for example, look at my conclusion, and then you should copy and paste. You should fix your mistakes together with AI, and after that, the last one is congratulations, the essay is complete. You have successfully written another complete essay of outstanding quality. You have shown great skill in analyzing a topic from two sides and presenting a balanced, well-reasoned argument. I will now assemble the full essay from the polished paragraphs we've worked on and provide the final holistic evaluation with an estimated band score. Are you ready for the complete review? And now, let me stop this and open my camera. So now, and let's talk about your questions. So after that, the AI gave you kind of holistic band score. He can say that that's a band 9, that's the 8, 8.5, and something like that. Yet you cannot rely on this band score because it may differ in reality. But anyway, it's close. It's close. Look at that essay just I wrote. It's close to the perfect one. At least you can have 8+ for this essay. That means that you are going to improve, enhance your writing skills with AI without any human instructors. Yeah, it is better. It's better to have a human instructor because the real human feedback is crucial. But if you cannot, how to say, if you cannot afford financially maybe, or because of time, because of proximity from your home to your to any language center, you can have this version. You need only laptop and good connection, internet, because it works well when you have a stable connection. And then step by step, you can practice the other types of questions, opinion essay, discussion essay, problem solution essay, or two-part questions. And then you should practice with common topics so that you can generate a new vocabulary, learn and engage in new input about these topics. And after some time, you will be able to write any type of essay on any topic, any common topic, without relying on the toolkit from the AI, because you learned all of them. Just it takes at least 1 month or 2 months, maybe. It's up to your intelligence. It's up to your capabilities. But anyway, you learn some things. The most important thing is consistency. You should do it. You have to do it consistently, every day, regularly. Don't skip a day. In this case, you can see the benefits of this strategy. So let's start discussion. Anybody wants to speak or wants to ask any questions about the strategy, I'm open. Please feel free to ask. Raise your hands and I will turn on your microphone so that you can speak.
Assalamu alaikum, Ustaz. I've got one question.
Hello?
Remy? I think
Yeah,
you're
now
hearing me, yeah?
I think I can.
I've got one question. You mentioned that while writing or correcting your mistake, we must use AI. I think it's like a ChatGPT, yep. But I'm in dilemma while using this AI. Is it enough to send only our writing, or should we ask something like, please elaborate that, or please send us the correct version, or please give us estimates for others? How can we use it? It's like ChatGPT or not?
No, it's not ChatGPT. It is Gemini from Google. And the working mechanism is kind of different from ChatGPT, and it gives the deep analysis in Gemini Pro. So, first of all, just as you paid attention, it's giving the toolkit for you to learn the kind of not elaborate version of your essay, but before that, some toolkit to use, some input to use to make it perfect just beforehand. First of all, learn and then use. So that means, first of all, you should learn all these new materials and the toolkit, and then you should write, and you can ask anyway. Yes, you can ask that, please elaborate it, please give me the more sophisticated version of my paragraphs and correct my mistakes. But it is not useful, believe me, it doesn't work. So you shouldn't ask AI to correct your mistakes, but to mention your mistakes and to make you correct your mistakes. Just AI can guide you. There is a mistake, and think about it. What is the perfect version? What is the correct version of this sentence or chunk or the collocation? and then how can we fix that? In this case, you will try to fix that errors, and that is gonna be useful, and that's gonna stay in your long-term memory.
In that case, we can easily rely on it, yeah, as a real teacher.
Yes, yes, yes. First of all, you should guide AI that pretend to be an instructor, not just a perfect writer. Okay, instructor. So all the things the AI should do should be that to instruct you, to guide you, not to give you a great perfect samples.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Welcome. So anybody else, or we're gonna stop it? If you have question but you are kind of worried about your language, you can use any language. I mean, your native language, to ask these questions, because the important my purpose is to make it understandable, not just to show up in your smartphone and to speak in English all the time, but without any purpose. The main purpose is to make it understandable, to explain it deeply. That's why if you have questions in Uzbek, you can ask, and I will try to answer. Raise your hand if you have any questions. Press the button in the middle of your smartphone, in the bottom center.
May I ask also something again?
Yes, of course. Why not?
Yesterday you mentioned that I, but think that there's problem with the connection. Can you teach your strategy while writing agree-disagree question type? Like writing to body and how do you write it, your template strategy and others. Because I'm always thinking I must write that. Or
Agree, disagree, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The opinion essay is the kind of most convenient one to write, because that is the only thing you need is your opinion to describe in body paragraphs. But you want me right now to teach my strategy?
No. Just you can tell me. Like some teachers always try to write the agree in one paragraph, disagree in one paragraph, and the year state in the next paragraph. And some people say that we must write only our position. Like if you're agree only, you're gonna write the agree paragraph in two bodies, or disagree. So I'm always in dilemma to write that. I don't know
Briefly, right? Yes. Okay, yes, I can describe it briefly. It depends on the question. It depends on the topic of the question. Sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time, it's safer to choose one side. Just agree and describe it in two body paragraphs, and just disagree and talk about it in your essay. So, but sometimes some questions some questions represents the false dichotomy. Have you ever heard of this term, false dichotomy?
No, what is that?
That means kind of dilemma, paradox. That means, so some people think that this problem is tackled by government, and other people think that it's type of it matters for individuals. And first, which one do you agree, or just it's like some discussion question? No, just let me skip that one. So, for example, some people think that the teaching how to be environmentally Friendly is the onus of the government, a responsibility of the government. So do you agree? To what extent do you agree or disagree? This type of questions, you cannot agree that the all responsibility should be shouldered by the government. Or anyway, you cannot disagree that it's not up to government, because there is a relevance anyway. That is called false dichotomy. In this case, you can use the balanced approach. So that means some parts should be tackled by governments, and also in some cases the individuals can be must be engaged in. You know, that's why it depends on the question. You cannot say that this structure works well for all questions.
Okay, in that case, if we agree, we're just gonna miss the disagree side. Yeah, we do not mention anything about that.
Yes,
Everything.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, in my last exam, the question was the opinion essay, and I chose the one side, and I got 8877 through 4 criteria, overall 7.5 for my task 2. That's why I think it works.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Anyway, now you are talking.
Go on.
To us, to other people. Just make it clear, please. Turning off the microphone just made it clear.
Sorry, I was greeting with my colleagues. That's why. Not yet. Yeah. I'm in my road, in my way.
Okay. So, any other questions? Observers, listeners, watchers? Yeah, one thing I should mention is that working just in order to work this strategy effectively, the most important thing is the right, appropriate, detailed prompt. You should ask what you need, first of all. So many people think that the giving prompt is just writing one sentence on one word, and the AI is kind of intelligent enough to understand this. Yes.